Okay guys, I kind of want to show you the difference between a p14 and a p17 Enfield. I've taken the bolts out just so I can make this a little bit easier so you can actually see it. But one of the biggest differences with the bolt head is you see that extractor right there. Thing is shaped like a triangle. The bolt face is a lot wider than your standard than your 30-06 because the 303 cartridge is a rimmed cartridge, so that thing just kind of that has to grab onto there, and that's what the p14. The p17, as you can tell here, the cartridge, the bolt face is quite a bit different. It's made for a rimless cartridge rather than a rimmed cartridge, and it's made for the 30-06, which is a little bit smaller in diameter than your 303. That's one way to find out. Another way is your magazine wells, like your followers and everything, are slightly different. The 30-06 is a longer round than the 303, so the box on here is actually a lot longer than the to make up for that, whereas the one here is a little bit shorter. If it wants to, camera, come on camera, you wanna focus. There you go. And you see this one is built slightly different, and it's a shorter box from the inside. That is another way to find out. Another way, just in case you find one of these receivers just with just a receiver and nothing else, there's no bolt or anything inside of it, the sorry, stripper clip guide is different on both of these. They are built slightly different. These for the p14 were meant to be able to take 303 stripper clips, whereas if you try to do that onto a p17, it does not want to go in at all. It just does not line up correctly, and I'm assuming that these guys use the 1903 stripper clips, which suck, but it is what it is. That's some of the bigger things you got to look for. Is obviously the stripper clip guide, the size of the box, what your bolt head looks like compared to the other one. And generally with your 1903s, they will also have a little disc, usually kind of in there. And I is kind of a word of caution when buying these, because there's a whole bunch of these where they come off of drilled purpose rifles, which have been plugged and welded. And the problem is that you cannot find barrels for these things, like, at all. Is it Centurion, whatever the name of that brand or that company is? They used to make brand new patterns of these, but they aren't making them now. So finding, a barrel for one of these things is pretty freaking tough. But I've seen a lot of these in specific, and I bought two of them. I've seen a lot of these in circulation. Unless you get a custom job on them, you're kind of out of luck when it comes down to it, because finding, well, an original barrel is pretty much impossible at this point, but also a recreation barrel, or a newer barrel, it's just they're not making it right now, so it's just harder to find. But like I said, I've seen a lot of these going up on Gunbroker for, you know, cheap things, and they're cool little things. I mean, they still have the ears on and everything else. It's just they are. This is going to be an incomplete thing for a substantial length of time, unless that company decides to pull out some new blanks for these things. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to show you. Like this right here is one of my favorites. It is it's a nice shooting thing, and I love the p17. I would just like to have the p14 up and ready, and I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, that's Lava signing out. So bye.